Hooty hoo, hooty hoo, hooty hoo, hooty hoo, hooty hoo, hooty hoo, hooty hoo. Come, come one, come y'all. Come one, come y'all. Welcome to your urban horoscope experience at the bakery in Bamboo Plaza, right near the Himalayas. Hooty hoo! It's a beautiful, beautiful Sunday, and I'm so glad that you can be here. That you're here to join me. We're gonna get into this. I done left a few videos up. Now we gonna have to blow this channel up. We gotta find a way to make this channel grow. I'm handing out the rest of these flyers and gonna make some more. Damn it. That's what we gonna do. Y'all see I put the cash up at the bottom of the screen. I was like, okay, yeah. There needs to be something to do with something going on down there. I'll put the Instagram down there and I'll put the Facebook down there. But let me get that stuff caught up to date. Let me get you about 4 days worth of shit on there. And then I'll go ahead and start putting it on there. Hi. Hey, welcome. Come one, come y'all. We ain't got no fortune cookies today. The real fortune cookies we normally got, we ain't got them. They somewhere. I gotta find them. I'm gonna go get some more. I'm gonna go on down there to the place and get some more for us. And we're gonna do it like that. So what's going on with y'all? Ooh. How did January treat you? Was January good to you? Let us know down below in the comments. Let us know down there. Now, what we do at the bakery is we go on horoscope.com. You can read along with me. I translate the horoscopes. I get a signal right through this moon roof. And from what I can ascertain, I decipher the horoscopes. I translate them for us all. For us all. That's where you get the recipes for life. That's why this is a bakery, because we have recipes for life and all the ingredients and all kind of shit. And we like to keep it sweet here at the bakery. We try to keep it sweet because we surrounded by all these cupcakes and donuts and cookies and shit. Now, how you gonna be mad? How you gonna be angry around that much sugar? That don't make no sense. You know, something would be clinically wrong with that. So we ain't doing that over here. This is we keep it sweet over here at the bakery. And so we slide by the Edwards rack. That's where we exchange information, because since it got me through, I want to share it with you. And if it got you by, maybe I can give it a try. We everybody get a fortune cookie. And sometimes a celebrity get a fortune cookie for some encouragement or for some recognition or for a toast or our newly introduced Bell Money fortune cookie. Okay, we'll get into that. We get into that. We ain't got no fortune cookie today though. I'm going on over there to the place. They know I be coming. They know I be coming about how often do I gotta go down there? Yeah, because we cracks the fortune cookies over here, and then I buy them 50 at a time. I buy them 50 at a time. So really, what daily episodes? What today is the second daily episodes. If we really can set over here, did our daily episode. We'll probably be down there every week or every other week getting more fortune cookies. But anyway, we're gonna do our digital fortune cookies like always. And then we're gonna do our we're gonna get into the horoscopes. Now I know it's several different shops here at the Bamboo Plaza Strip Mall. We're right at the foot of the Himalayas. Okay, and so this is the bakery, but there's also the flower shop, candy house, which is not directly in our parking lot. You got to go out of our parking lot, across the driveway, 2 houses down, and knock on that side door. That's how you get to the candy house. And then it's karaoke and wing bar, just the bistro, the boutique, which is IG. It's on Instagram. And what you gonna want to do is go to Touch Bamboo MF _fashions. That's Matcha Family Fashions. That's how you gonna get to the boutique and this bio bamboo, the lab. And that's where you gonna call me now for your free reading. That's where you're gonna do that. And that's where you get your customized recipe from myself. And so you call me now for your free reading, but it's not free. It's $40. That $40 get you 15 minutes like I call. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna take what your ultimate objective is, you know what I'm saying? What your goal is, what your idea of success is. We're going to combine it with the resources that you have available to you at hand. We're going to bond it all together with my word because my word is bond. That's why I was sent here to give y'all the recipes for life because my word is bond and it's all butter, baby. You have to know when to, you have to know how to make a statement without making a sound. Okay, but you also got to know when to hooty hoo be your beautiful. Always keeping that in mind. And you have to think fast but be slow to keep up with some of this shit. You know, you have to think fast and keep up with what's going on, but you got to be willing to slow down and look around and possibly carve out your own paths. These recipes are for nobody in particular, but somebody specific. You know who you are. That's Drake. Cause nigga, you my everything. You all I ever wanted. So what your goal is, what your resources are, bond it together with my word, sprinkle in holding what you think is holding you back, or the pros and cons of this path. You know, it could be it's different things. It might not have been something that's you've been procrastinating on. Not everybody's a procrastinator. This could be some new opportunity being presented to you, and it could shift some things in your life, and so you really considering it. So what are the pros and cons of that? And then we're going to sprinkle in who are the five closest people to you. You are a product of the five closest people to you. Hang around with a 9 millionaires and you'll be the 10th. And that's what they say anyway. And I like the way it sounds. It sounds good. So we gonna roll with it. We gonna roll with it. Now, we off up in Aquarius season. We off up in Aquarius season. So we're gonna start with Aquarius with our digital fortune cookies. Y'all ready for this? Staying in here. Let me see. Why can I have two banners going at once? I'm really now if you ain't got the whole $40 to get your what I got is right now going into special. We got a special going on at the bakery. When you call me now for your free reading, we got a special going on. We get you started for $10. That's gonna be your $10 installments payment plan, and what that'll get you is a voicemail. I call a leave a voicemail. I know you would want to hear a voice like this in your ear. That's what you want to hear in your ear. Who do you? So, you always have to know when to say, I can't take that ride. All right. You know, really, in all actuality, um, what, my, these text messages popping up on my phone distracted me. Forgive me, y'all. What, one of the reasons I really wasn't too fond of this YouTube channel, of pursuing the idea of a YouTube channel, uh, was that I'm my voice. I don't really like my voice. It's not pretty to me, and sometimes I don't know if if I got the look for the YouTube. You know what I'm saying? But y'all help me grow my channel, please. I'll take anything. I'll take the Food Network. That's what Bernie Mac said on King's Comedy. He resting in peace. Now what we gonna do is okay, get into these digital fortune cookies. Now we gonna start with Aquarius because we in Aquarius season. Since we in Aquarius season, we're gonna start with Aquarius. Now where is this? I don't know, cause I ain't remember. Let me see if I can get this thing out of my purse. There we go. Now this, I walk around with this so that I can do. I'll be ready to make us some footage anytime. I could just bust out with the footage anytime. This is right in my purse. Now, because this is a brief broadcast, I won't be before you long because I got the networking and rubbing elbows and hobnobbing and shit. Because when you're running hooch from Mississippi, moonshine to New York, you got to be willing to you got to be networking. You got to be networking. Now we got recipes for life. A couple of my favorite recipes that we had so far is a recipe for romance. I'll go bit back and look through the videos. It's in the title. And the recipe DONE, the recipe for dodging the onset of negative emotion. Recipe DONE. All right. So that's what we do. That's what we do over here. It's another recipe that I like. It's another recipe that I like. But I don't know where I wrote it down at. I don't know where I wrote it down at. We're gonna get back into this thing. We're gonna get back into the habit of making sure this is a part of the routine and all that. Because what they when somebody went on ahead and hired your girl done got hide. I got hide. I got hide. So my availability has changed for me able to come and be before you all. But don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Sometimes I'll just whoop and whoop because only a lawyer knows how many synonyms are in a thesaurus. Don't change yourself. Be yourself. Those are a couple of our recipes here at the bakery. Now what you're gonna want to do is you want to get you a book, rewind it back and write this stuff down. This is priceless. You can't find this nowhere else. I'm speaking, the God is speaking straight through me. I operate off of GUA. GUA. That's God, the universe, and the ancestors. GUA, GUA. The pray all high, all shout out to GUA. And because God speaks, the universe moves and the ancestors guide. So that's why we do that. Now, y'all write down these recipes. This shit is priceless. Where is you gonna get this? People tell me all the time, Ashley, you need a YouTube channel. You should have a YouTube channel. Oh, I can't be telling y'all my name. Oh, make sure I don't do that no more. People tell me my homegirl, they specifically want to know what I think. I know them heifers the tough. They be wanting to, they be saving to see what the fuck they might talk somebody else about it, but they really want to know what I got to say. But so we gonna go ahead. That did get into these digital fortune cookies. I know I said it about 5 minutes ago, but y'all bear with me. We gonna do this. Gotta hear yet before this song make it. Oh my goodness, this is why it be taking so long. I don't like these episodes take this long. I do not like it. That's another reason. It's take too long. We got to figure out another way. We gonna do a whole episode today. We ain't gonna do no digital fortune cookies. We might not even go to the edibles rack. That'll make it shorter. We gonna do the horoscopes though, and I'm gonna tell you what they really mean. You go to horoscope.com and you can read along with me. Woo-hoo! Aquarius, questions provide the key to unlocking our unlimited potential. Pisces, you will travel to many places. Aries, a dream you have will come true. Taurus, rarely do great beauty and great virtue dwell together as they do in you. You ain't, and that's the goddamn motherfucking truth. Cause I'm fine as fuck. And man, I'm beautiful. and I'm virtuous. You know how I know? Because people be telling me I act like an old ass lady, and so when I'm thinking of right now, that motherfucking tree on Pocahontas. That's me. That's Taurus. Gemini. I'm telling y'all too much today. I done told y'all my sign. Gemini. Don't worry about the stock market. Invest in family. Cancer. Encourage your peers. Leo. Love can last a lifetime if you want it to. Virgo. Digital circuits are made from analog parts. Okay, Virgo. Libra. You don't get harmony when everyone sings the same note. Everybody need to play their role. That's how it should work out. Scorpio. Your skill will accomplish what the force of many cannot. Your skill will. It don't matter how many people try to come in there and do it. It took your particular skill for that to be accomplished. That should be encouraging for you on today, Scorpio. Sagittarius. Success is the sum of my unique visions realized by the sweat of perseverance. Realize, that's how you made it real. The sum of, so the sum means some things added together. So unique visions plus the sweat of perseverance equals success. And Capricorn, did you remember to order your takeouts also? Okay. Now whatever that means to you. See, now I try not to translate the fortune cookies. Sometimes certain things will stand out and just will make me say a little something. But in general, I try not to. You know, you know. So that's what we here for. We are absolutely here for recipes for life. I got them. You want it? The bakery is open from 7 to 7. The bistro is open later than that. The boutique, all the shops here in Bamboo Plaza don't close at the same time. But let's go ahead and get into it. Today the second, ain't it? Yeah. Let's go ahead and get into let me see if I refresh. Will it go? Will it still say the first? Let's go ahead and get started with the fortune cookies. I mean these horoscopes. So we can go on about our business because it was not my idea to be a YouTube today. But this is what was meant for me. It was meant for me to be here. So can y'all help me? I want some more followers, some more subscribers on the YouTube. Once I get 4 or 5 days worth of content up on the Instagram page, I'm gonna put that down there on it where it's going across where it got the Cash App. I'm gonna add the Instagram and the Facebook down there once I get a few days worth of content on there. Um, for us, for everybody, and yeah, we're gonna do it like that. We're gonna do it like that. I'll just go and see. Okay, this is what I'm gonna have to do. I'll just put it. I can't put exactly what I want to put up there right now, but I'll put some stuff up there anyway, because I so we can be down there, so we can be up on the screen, so I can feel comfortable putting it up on the screen. Because obviously I can't send y'all to no page that ain't got nothing on it. How the hell do that make sense? It don't. How much sense does that make? None. Damn it. So I'm gonna put some shit on up there, and then I'm gonna put the Instagram pages on the screen and the Facebook page on the screen, because the boutique and the bakery. Both of them about to be up here. And then the Facebook. And so y'all stick with me, stick with me. As I grow, as we grow, we're gonna water where the good recipes is coming from. Cause see, people they might be good at saying what they want to say, but is they giving you good quality? Can you savor that? Can you savor the flavor of it? It does it sit well on your palate? Is it something that you want to take with you? What you gonna want to do is we do digital fortune cookies on just about everything we do at the bakery. Even if we only focusing on one on a specific zodiac sign that day, we always started out with the digital fortune cookies, and every single zodiac sign gets them a digital fortune cookie. So what you're gonna want to do is have you a notebook specifically for when I read these. You don't know what the universe is coming with. I can't decide this. I click it as it go. And this website, that the one that I'm using right here, I have never seen it repeat. It must got that millions, thousands, or millions of fortune cookies in his database. I've never seen it repeat. I don't know. I want to say I maybe have once, but I don't even, I don't know. But that's what you're gonna want. That's what you're gonna want, and that's what you need. That's what you need. And so you're gonna want to get that. You're gonna want to get that. Get the notebook so you can write down, because and then stick around and listen, because you never know what might be something. It might be some small ingredient that you want to have it and put it on your shelf. You know what I'm saying? Even if maybe we wasn't talking about your zodiac sign that day, but you hear some ingredients that you like that you might want to come back to later. You know what I'm saying? These recipes are for nobody in particular, but somebody specific. Okay? Now don't change yourself. Be yourself. That's what you're over here for. But what you're going to want to do is be yourself in a way that's conducive. Okay, conducive means it contributes, it makes progress in this way. Conducive means that it waters the way that you want to go. Then you want to be yourself in a way that's conducive to the future that you want to have for yourself. Okay? Now, is you being yourself is not making progress, is stopping you from making progress to the future that you want to have, that ain't the yourself that you should keep being. You got to be yourself in a different way. You got to know how to make a statement without making a sound. You might be making too much noise on this planet. Sometimes you got to move around this planet a little bit more quietly, leaving less of a footprint. Now, somebody like me, I stand out. It ain't nowhere where I go where I blend in, where people ain't acting like I'm Beyonce. I mean, it's really wild. It's crazy. Where's my glasses at? I don't know why I ain't got my glasses. What was I thinking? I was gonna ask her, do y'all think I should wear my glasses for today's episode? But it's too late now. I might as well keep them off for now. I feel like I be looking good with my look. Oh, look, I look good. Look, I feel like I be looking good with my little glasses on. I look good. Let me know in the comment. But I got used to them being off already, so I'm just gonna leave them off. All right, so we're gonna get ready to do the Aquarius. We're gonna get ready to do Aquarius. And we're gonna see what comes to us, because I get a signal from the universe. And so we're gonna read this. Yeah, you can read along with me at horoscope.com. Today's horoscope for Aquarius is the one we doing, all right? Daily Aquarius horoscope. Now y'all know there's different options as far as there's daily horoscope, love horoscope, career horoscope, money horoscope, and health horoscope. So on the 14th we do love horoscopes. On the 1st and the 15th we do career and money. And on the 20th we do health horoscope. And every other day, it would be the daily horoscope. But stick around. This thing gonna get good. This thing gonna get good. Now, cause I might have some footage for y'all for the bakery. You know what we gonna go ahead and get into these horoscopes. We won't be here too long. But you can go ahead and check out that introductory video that you know what goes on in each shop at Bamboo Plaza. Now I did that off the dome. Off the dome. But what I'm gonna do is write it out and organize, make a little outline and do it like that. Oh, I'm finna finish my book. Oh, I'm finna start my book again. Ain't no finishing it because when I started it, it's gone now. And I call myself handwriting it. I wanted to handwrite it. But now I got me a little laptop. I got me a little smooth laptop. I came up on y'all because look, the people I told y'all I got hired, right? I got hired. Right? I got hired. So the people that gave my ass a laptop, nigga, they don't know who they gave a laptop to, but shit. I've been doing what I'm supposed to do with it. I've been showing up and doing what I'm supposed to do with my laptop. And what I'm finna do is I might stream from the laptop, but I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna get past my probation period before I start doing shit. And then uh but I'm gonna write my book in the laptop for sure. And that's a for sure. Because I could do it anytime. I ain't got to wait on the library to open. I ain't got to wait on the unemployment office to open or the other little spiggity spots that I know around the city to go. None of that. I can see right here my or when I be, y'all know I'll be over there on the side of the mountain, but or when I come get in the car or where I go when I'm in bed, finish that book up. And I know how to do it. I'm gonna do it the same way I did it the first time when I was almost finished with it. First, I'm gonna decide what I want the chapters to be. And I'm gonna write each chapter. I'm gonna try to write a chapter a day, maybe two. It might take me 2 to 3 days to write each chapter. You know, and always learning more. Like we on to the next chapter, but whenever it makes sense to go back and add something, go on ahead and do that. So we gonna get the book out. We gonna get the book out. I ain't gonna tell y'all what the book is about yet. Stick around and you will see. Now, all right, this we gonna do. This what we finna do. I forgot what the fuck I was doing for a second. Don't worry about that. It's your urban horoscope experience. Shit like that is gonna happen around here. Not just play everywhere. So this is your Aquarius horoscope for today. Hoodoo! A quick survey of the financial news might reveal that your investments, particularly those involving property, might be worth far more than you thought, Aquarius. This might make you wonder if you should sit back and let it all mount up or actively put it to work for you. Consult a professional before taking any immediate action. You will want to be sure you're doing the right thing. Okay, just go ahead and do the right thing. Do the right thing. Um. Okay, Aquarius. Just look like the money looking good. The money looking good. This is where the money resides. Where the money, wherever you put that investment at, that's where the money is residing. Okay, now look like you did some real estate, involving some kind of property, whether that be commercial property or some kind of other residential or whatever kind of property. It's worth more than you thought it was. It's to the point where it got you thinking, well, should you let it keep stacking? Let the interest continue to accrue, assuming that the interest will accrue. You never know. And being that it said that it's a real estate, areas lose value when they come overcrowded. Areas lose value when it comes to natural disasters. We just had the fires in Altadena, Pasadena. Pray for Pasadena. Pray for Altadena. The properties lose value for whatever reason. The crime could increase, or prices, inflation can be out of control, causing people to flee the area. So when it comes, it's different things for you to consider as it pertains to your property. Doing good. Now it involving property. Property is 9 tenths of the law. I mean, you remember they used to say that on every sitcom back in the, back in the day. They always talking about some property is 9 tenths of the law. Maybe it's not talking about real estate. It didn't say real estate. It just said property. I assume that property was real estate. Property could be jewelry. Property could be valuable artwork. Property can be machinery, you know what I'm saying, assets from a previous business or vehicles, you know. So should you let it keep stacking or should you put it to work for you? So they said calling a professional about that if you to make sure you're doing the right thing. Okay, it's a good time. Ain't nothing wrong with asking for help. So you just looking at your finances right quick. It didn't even take a lot. You say, "Oh, hold on, it's looking good over there. It's growing more than I thought it was gonna be growing." Is that what it's doing, Aquarius? All right, get you some professional help when dealing with that. That's what it said. Who do you? Pisces. A message could come today from a business or romantic partner that brings some welcome news, Pisces. Action on an enterprise of some kind, perhaps involving writing or speaking, could put one or both of you in the limelight. Make the most of the opportunity. It could lead to future advancement and exposure, perhaps even more promising than this. You've worked hard and now you're reaping the rewards. Okay, Pisces. You reaping the rewards. You've been working hard. Now that's good. That's good. There's some good news that you're gonna get today. You don't know if it might be from a business partner or it might be from a romantic partner. Hopefully it'll be both. Get some good news from both of them. But that's good either way. That should keep you feeling good for at least several weeks. That will keep me happy for some time. You know what I'm saying? Now, it's some kind of enterprise that you might be taking some action in. You might write something for them, or you might be speaking, or some type of. Now, both of y'all gonna be in the limelight because of that. And when you are, what you're gonna want to do is make the best of that opportunity, make the most of it. What's the best that can happen? That's what I've been trying to focus on, lady. Because I don't want to be disappointed. So to protect myself from being disappointed, what I do is think of everything that could possibly go wrong. I gotta stop doing that. That's not good. That's not okay. So, what's the best that can happen? Make the most of this opportunity if you end up with some limelight on you. Now that could, that could lead to some future advancement and some exposure. You must run and get promoted, get sponsored, get upgraded. You know, probably something even better than that. You might get you landed exactly where you always wanted to be. You may have even accepted the fact that okay, you don't know somebody. People really as hard as they work, you still got to know somebody that knows somebody to really make it over to the other side. Well, shoot, by you making the most of this opportunity, it could lead to that. The hard work that you put in, you're gonna be reaping the rewards for it. That's wonderful. That is absolutely wonderful for Pisces. Then we're gonna go on over to Aries. Woo-doo! Today you can expect to have a highly interesting conversation with someone, Aries. The person you will be talking to is going to provide you with a ton of information that will open a whole new world of knowledge. Excitement and happiness will be with you all day. This conversation will have an impact on your future. Okay, some things change your life. Some things, somebody say that one thing, you find yourself repeating that to yourself for the rest of your life. I've heard somebody say something before, and I think of it all the time. It's been years. She said, if you 2 minutes late somewhere, you got way bigger problems than them 2 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're gonna be late, you should be 15, 20, 30 minutes late. You 2 minutes late. That's not okay. Also, when people say there's no such thing as tried, either you did or you didn't. Other people will say, well, it is. Okay, well, that's cool too. It's whatever. That's just something that I remember. Um, so come on, Aries. Today, you can expect to have a highly interesting conversation with someone, Aries. The person you will be talking to is going to provide you with a ton of information that will open a whole new world of knowledge. Excitement and happiness will be with you all day. This conversation will have an impact on your future. What is going on? This conversation will have an impact on your future. Yeah. Oh, did we already read that? Yeah, yeah. That's good. Conversations, interesting, stimulating conversations cannot be bought. They're priceless. It's always a wonderful thing, and especially for it to have an impact on you. That means you felt it. It was like you was stimulated. It stimulated you, like, physically. That conversation had put a chemical, gave you a chemical reaction. You know what I'm saying? Because it had an impact on your future. No, it ain't nothing crazy. What I'm saying is, I read this fortune one time from a fortune cookie, and it just really flabbergasted. I was just bamboozled. Shout out to Bamboo Plaza. I was bamboozled. We gonna have to use that. We gonna have to use that. Um, it said the early bird gets the worm, but the second mouse gets the cheese. Now that's my favorite. That changed my life. That changed my life. Okay. So whoever you're gonna be talking to, Aries, they're gonna give you a grip of information. So it's gonna make you excited and happy all damn day. Once you get a hold of this information and really, really to have a good grasp and fathom what it is they putting out. You know what I'm saying? So that's a wonderful thing. That's always a wonderful thing. You getting that mental stimulation always feels good, and especially having an impact on your future. And the way you look at things, your perspective, your vantage point, and all that. That's going over the tourists. Hoodoo! Your physical and mental energy are exceptionally strong right now, Taurus. If you're creative, you will want to put that energy into a project that means a lot to you. If you're athletic, you will probably want to get outside and play a game or go for a jog or cardio class. Bear in mind that much of this energy is nervous energy that burns out quickly. Pace yourself. Okay, Taurus. So it said your physical and mental energy coming in real good and strong right now. That's good. Now, if you a creative type of person, you want to put that energy into a project that means a lot to you. Okay, so go ahead and start working on something. Make sure you're directing that energy where you want it to be. That's part of our that comes up in one of our recipes, the recipe DONE, dodging the onset of negative emotions. That's not always as easy. It's easy, but it's not simple, or how it go. It's simple, but it's not easy. You know what I'm saying? For you to take the energy that's coming your way, whatever type of energy it may be, nervous energy, negative energy, bad, anxious, whatever it is, taking that energy and channeling it into something else that is productive. The energy exists regardless. So instead of you just you know, kind of like trying to navigate through that or in different ways by like maybe distracting yourself maybe you overthinking and you've immersed yourself in that bad energy. Instead of doing that, what you're gonna want to do is go find you something to do so that the energy can be getting out of you. Whatever that stress is that you're walking around slamming doors and talking to people, being argumentative, whatever that is, go find a way to release that and relieve yourself of that in a way that if you're a creative person, work on a project that means a lot to you. If you're athletic, go outside and do something athletic, something of that nature. Whatever you like to. If you a gardener, you whatever what do you do? Put that energy into that. Now, what it is that if it's some nervous energy, it's gonna burn out fast. So what you're gonna want to do is pace yourself right so that you won't you can actually finish what you start. You gonna want to finish what you start. You gonna want to finish what you start. And so pace yourself so that you'll be able to do that. All right, all right. Now let's go on over to Gemini. Who knew? A delivery could come to your house that you find emotionally moving, Gemini. Perhaps you received a gift that represents a big sacrifice to the giver and was all the more sincere for that. This could be on your mind for most of the day, even though you have a lot to do. When thanking the giver, be warm and sincere, but not too effusive. You don't want to embarrass your friend. What is effusive? That is a word that I ain't never seen. Okay, Gemini, so somebody is trying to give you something with some that got some sentimental value, something that could never be replaced. Some, priceless keeps coming up today. Something that's priceless, and it represents something to you. It represents more than you thought it would. Because money is one thing for somebody to care enough about you to make sure you got the little things that you need, but by them taking it a step further and giving you something that means something to them, it means so much more to you. So, effusive, expressing feelings of gratitude, pleasure, or approval in an unrestrained or heartfelt manner. Okay. Oh, and then the geological definition of effusive is poured out when molten and later solidified. So it's kind of like erupting because molten means lava. So it's like it erupted like lava does. And you know how lava it can erupt or it can kind of slide out. They will never let you leave me now. I don't know where. All right, y'all ready for this thing? Um, Gemini. So yeah, when you get that, that's gonna be bomb for you. That's gonna be bomb for you, Gemini. Now you're gonna be so thankful, but don't embarrass your friend, but you're grateful. That you keep saying thank you so much, thank you. They might be like, or they might feel some kind of like, dang, well, okay, you needed it that bad for me. That much, you ain't that serious. No, I don't know. But yeah, that's what it said. Who do Gemini? That's good. That's some good news for you. That's good. That's nice. If that's what's going down for you, y'all know these recipes are for nobody in particular, but somebody specific. So you got to think fast, but be slow to keep up with the shit. And I might talk a little fast, but then you got to listen fast so you won't be able to get left behind. Whatever 50 Cent said on that pimp song. Let's go on over to Cancer. What do you? A friend might drop by and want you to keep them company while they runs errands. That's what it says. Cancer. This might be a good idea, not only for the diversion from routine, but also because something might happen in the course of these short journeys that points you in a new and very positive direction. Your mind could suddenly be flooded with ideas. Make the most of it. Okay, Cancer. So even though this might not be something that you would normally do, you go ahead and try to get what you can from it. You take the highlights, take the good with the bad and roll with the punches, and see what you can get out of it. This might not be something that you normally do. It might not even sound like it's so much fun, but maybe if you and your friend are so busy, that's the only way for y'all to spend time together is if y'all run y'all errands and things together. You know what I'm saying? So there's nothing wrong with that. Go ahead and keep them company. That's gonna switch up the routine for you, and you never know what you might come across that could change you for the rest of you at forever. Switch up your journey. One of these small excursions that you go on with your friend could lead you to a grip of new ideas, could lead you to pursuing something that you never thought of pursuing. So instead of trying to find something wrong, maybe you decided to go, you was gonna go ahead and go, or you was gonna try to find a way to get out of it. And instead of doing that, go ahead and go and make the most of it. What's the best that could happen is always worth considering. Leo, who do you? Paperwork regarding money might take up a lot of your time today, Leo. This can be tedious, but it's something that can make a very positive difference to you and therefore needs to be handled as soon as possible. Try to stay focused and don't forget to ask for clarification when you need it. In the evening, celebrate by going out on the town with a group of friends. Oh yeah, go ahead and celebrate, Leo. That made me think of but uh, drinking every night because we drink to my accomplishments. Faded way too much. I'm blowing it in and so you got to be looking at the paperwork that got to do with the money today. Leo, that will be either yesterday, today, or tomorrow. Because the stars is going to be like this for a couple of days. A couple of days. So that would have been either yesterday, today, or tomorrow. And then it could be tedious, focusing on all the little details like that and making sure nothing is wrong. That's what you always want to do when you're dealing with the books and the counting. Okay. Uh but it's gonna make a very positive difference for you by you taking the time to do it. It's gonna make a good difference. And when you're doing it yourself, normally you would have let somebody else do it. It's gonna be a positive difference for you. So you need to handle it as soon as possible. You decide whatever you decided, oh, I'm gonna do it myself next time. That was a good idea. So go ahead and get to it. Maybe it's your first time going ahead and doing it yourself. But if so, uh don't procrastinate about it. That's what it said right here. Handle it as soon as possible. Now, when you need clarification, you need to ask for it. Stay focused while you're doing this, and go figure out the right way to do it. Don't just do it any old kind of way. You did it yourself because you wanted it done a certain way. So take the time to do it like that. And when you get done, go on out and have some drinks with your people. Go out on the town, paint the town red. Cause you go and celebrate. All right. That's the move. That's the move. I mean, you be proud of yourself and what you done. Every time. Every time. Y'all ready for this? What do you, Virgo? A subject that fascinates you could occupy much of your time today, Virgo. Questions may arise about this subject that you want answered now. Therefore, you could get into some in depth research. This might have you trapped in the library or glued to the internet until you either find what you want or pick up a few leads to places where you might find it. Okay, something that tickled your fancy, Virgo, something that triggered you to It's a subject that you immerse yourself in it. You're drowning in your appreciation of this. You're getting lost in the rabbit hole. So you're gonna be doing this research. You might be at the library, you might be somewhere using the internet at the house. You're not gonna be satisfied until you find something, until you find what you want, or until you figure out where you might be able to find it. So, uh, I don't know. I don't see nothing wrong with that. It's something that's been fascinating to you, and you're pursuing the adventure of it all and how fun it can really be. It's probably different aspects of it, and you feel lucky that you even got the opportunity. You know what I'm saying? To live it instead of just reading it or looking at it on the internet. So yeah, that sounds like a good way to spend your day, catering to your fun side for yourself. That's also catering to your mental happiness and your stability and everything and everyone's. Libra, who do you? Emotions, impressions, and memories could come up from your subconscious today, Libra. This may preoccupy you and keep you from other matters. This is a positive development. This is a positive development. Pleasant memories bring joy. Disturbing ones offer a release from past trauma. Write down your thoughts and then distract yourself by doing something you love. Okay. All right. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, the significance of this process should come later. Okay, you don't know how significant, how important it is right now, but you'll be able to tell later, Libra. So it's some type of emotions and things coming up from your subconscious today. Shit that you low key wasn't even aware. I was talking to somebody about that yesterday, like how when I done procrastinated so long sometimes to where when I finally do it, I feel just so relieved. Like, man, I didn't even know that was stressing me out like that. Hell, I didn't even know that was feeling that heavy on me like that. I didn't even have to procrastinate that so long. I could have been handled that. And this so this See, now sometimes what you got going on in your subconscious is going to preoccupy you and keep you from other manners. Now, in this case, it seems to be a positive measure based on it seems to be something positive. Seems based on what we see and hear. Even if it's not good memories, the pleasant memories do bring you joy, but the bad memories help you to release yourself from past trauma. Once you get it wherever it's at and it gets out of you, whether it's on the tip of your tongue, whether it's in the back of your head, once you get it out of you, that's when you can really live. And yeah, it says that you should do the things you love. Just do what you love, and that's gonna work out for you. And that's what you always want to do. Don't distract you. If you're gonna distract yourself, you're gonna want to do that with something that's interesting, right? Something that you have a passion for, not just any old thing. hmm So whenever you write down those, if you want to write down those thoughts, those bad thoughts, to release yourself from that, but bad trauma, then go ahead and find something to distract yourself. Something that you love, something that you loving now that's not hasn't been bringing you no trauma, something that's in your life now that's not even bringing you joy, bringing you peace and happiness, love and happiness. And this might not seem significant now for you to do these things, but you'll be able to tell later on how it helped you, what it did for you, how you were able to, understand yourself better and move accordingly, play your role in a way that's conducive for you first, and then the people around you after that. you know. So, god damn it, we don't. How many more is it? I'm about to fall asleep. One, two, three more. Well, y'all, do I got a snack? Don't forget to call me now for your free reading. It's not free though. It's $40. Let me get through this because we ain't got no fortune cookies. I'm not going to the edibles rack because hell, I'm about to fall asleep. I'm falling asleep. Y'all help me get some followers on this channel, some subscribers, so somebody can talk to me so I won't have to talk to myself. That's what we working on over here. Try to have 100 subscribers by the end of the month. I'm gonna get 100 subscribers by the end of the month. Scorpio, who do? By the end of February, 100 subscribers by the end of February. Excuse me. Social events or group activities could prove more stimulating than usual, Scorpio. Discussions of every subject imaginable could take place around you, and you might have trouble deciding which ones you want to join. Your mind may be going the speed of light by the time the gathering ends. Walk home if time and weather permits. That should clear your head enough to let you sleep well. Oh, y'all's over there parlaying, huh? Your mind getting stimulated too from the people. You having a real nice time with the people that you are in the company of. That is a beautiful, wonderful thing. I mean, what could be better? What more could you ask for in this planet, in this world, and on this life? You know what I'm saying? What did it say? Yeah, it's stimulating you. Y'all done talked about everything y'all could think of. You got all kind of things going through your mind, things somebody else said that changed your perspective, things that you wish you would have mentioned that you didn't even bring up. You gotta. So if you can, go ahead and walk home if the weather is all right and if the time permits, the weather permits, and if the time permits, go ahead and walk home. That's gonna help you. You'll have some fresh air hitting your face and going through your mind, going through your nostrils. And so that's gonna help you clear your head enough to sleep good. If you don't do that, you might go in the house and start eating and watch a movie. Just because your mind still replaying the best parts of the conversation, still replaying the highlights. Okay, Scorpio. Now they said it's not normal for social events and group activities to be stimulating for you. So, that's good that you finally have been able to step back, let your guard down, and let see things from other people's perspectives and understand how to realize and accept you're not the only person on this planet. Other people out here making it do what it do, and they doing way bigger and way harder than you. You probably been through more than what you've been through and have accomplished more than what you have with less than you. I know there's people out here that get the support. Got a lot of people supporting them. They ain't accomplished a damn thing. Now look at me. I got a YouTube channel with 8 motherfucking subscribers. Now what we gonna want to do is we need to get the subscriber count up higher than the video count. I don't know why I don't like the idea of it being more videos than subscribers. By the end of February, 100 subscribers in February. I'm trying to get 100 subscribers in February. Or maybe 200. Let's make it 200 subscribers in February. So yeah. So Scorpio, if that's not something that you normally surrender yourself to, uh social events and group activities, allow it to stimulate you. Stop walking in there like you know everything. That's what it is. You feel like you know everything and can't nobody tell you nothing. And I don't know if that's based on what you've been through or whatever. But and then you get to realizing, oh, other people been through what I've been through. Other people been through less. Other people been through worse. And people just who they are. It don't matter if somebody had to struggle or not. They if they making the most of an opportunity, nothing just landing nobody's feet. Kendall Jenner, she's a motherfucking model. She model. She got the worst walk. She walking around like Angel Reese. They need to be up there walking with each other. Remember, Angel Reese had them high heels on. Shout out to her. The Kendall Jenner, she just walk like it's some feces in her underwear or something, or she do not have it to be a model. She's the height, she has the proper build for her body, but the way she walk, we could get into that one day. I'll post it on the Instagram page. I'll post it on the Instagram page so y'all can look at it. Okay, Scorpio. Now that's good. That's good. Surrender yourself to that. Been my word this year. Surrendering yourself to being stimulated by social events and group activities. You don't get the proper stimulation. You don't get the proper appreciation for it. You don't get the proper enjoyment in your body to have them happy chemicals being released in your body when you walking in there feeling like, acting like, and thinking like, and moving like you know everything. So you had a chance to move past that phase. You let it stimulate you. You surrender to it. You had so much. Y'all talked about so much stuff. There was so much interesting things. There was so many things piquing your interest. You didn't even know which way to turn and where to go next and what to really participate in. And by the time your mind gonna be moving by the speed of light, by the time the function is wrapping up. So that's a wonderful thing for you, especially when when you think you know everything. It can be a burden. It can be a burden because it taints the way you view things. That's why kids and babies, they see things through a different lens. They views and their perceptions are not tainted. They just see stuff for it is, for what it is. They see stuff as kind of like black and white. Oh, it's that or it's that. Then they don't see the abstracts and all the in betweens. Oh, it's not just what you say; it's how you say it. Don't be rude or don't be arrogant. Or is it really necessary for certain things to be said or for certain things to be done? That's all the things that kids got to get the grasp of, because they just seeing it through just seeing it through untainted eyes. They haven't been tainted by the world to say, oh, you can't do this to people, or you to tell them how to act, or what's rude, or what's the proper way to go. They just out here raw and organic, and they got to be raised. You got to reel them in. So they won't be out here acting feral, act like they're not domesticated. You know what I'm saying? They got to know what boundaries are and know how to be kept in line and play their role and within and stretch themselves and know what rules to break and what's the reason that they breaking them. Because all rules is not meant to be. If rules was followed, nigga folks still be slavering right now. Still be slavery right now. Slavery. But we broke the rules and we broke the mold and we here now. I'm right here. It's Black History Month. I got a YouTube channel. I could talk to whoever click on here all around the world. How many people? Where we going? We gonna get there. Now you go home, Scorpio. Walk. Clear your head. 'Cause that's what you need to do. And that's what's gonna help that this whatever lesson that whatever you learn today, it's gonna help it set in by you taking that walk home. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be clear. The fresh air is gonna make all your thoughts clear. Who knew? Sagittarius. Your writing, speaking, and communicating skills are enhanced today, Sagittarius. Therefore, you can expect to impress a lot of people around you who will change their opinion about you. People will express their sympathy openly, and you will feel integrated and accepted throughout the day. Tonight, find a bookstore that's sponsoring a lecture and go, oh, they got this bomb thing going on in the community where they still going to teach you how to open up a micro kitchen, which I guess like how to start a micro kitchen business. Which, from what I hear, from what I heard, people on the DoorDash, it's all kind of little restaurants on DoorDash. People be having DoorDash coming from their house, acting like they can make it like their house is a restaurant and send out the meals that they cook. If the people want to order it, they welcome to order it. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing into nothing. But how to run a micro kitchen, which I'm not interested in at all. I have no interest in being in the food business, but I feel like I can learn so much. That just seems so interesting to me. And it's free. You're offering that to the community and shit. And so I want to go bad like a mug. I hope I don't forget to go. And whatever I learn, I can share it with others cuz that is just peak 21st century entrepreneurship, like the epitome of 20 future entrepreneur of you know what I'm saying, of the definition of future entrepreneurship. You a micro kitchen, you can cook that shit up in your house, register your kitchen at your house on the DoorDash, and if people want to order it, they can order it. Nigga, I'm pretty sure that's what they mean by. I'm not all the way sure what they mean by micro kitchen, but I'll figure it out once I get up there to the class. They gonna tell us what it means. Not, like I said, I have no interest in being in. I'm not. I have no interest in being in the food business at all. If I was in the food business, it would be desserts, like some kind of. It'd be ice creams, or it wouldn't even be nothing that need to be cooked. It'd have to be smoothies or something like that. But fruit bowls. Okay, but let's see what it says in Sagittarius today. So your skills is being enhanced. Writing, speaking, and communication skills. They growing. They some yeast then got sprinkled on them and they rising. So people gonna be impressed. That's gonna change their opinion about you. And I feel like that can happen with Scorpio too. The Scorpio applies. Learn how to surrender to the fact that you don't know everything. That's gonna change the way that you're perceived and other people's opinions of you. But back to Sagittarius. Um, People will be willing to stick up for you and say when something ain't right, or say when they feel bad about a decision that was made. Maybe it's a certain way that people do things in different industries, handle things in a different way. Some industries you blatantly call things out. And some things you just don't know. You have to have experience to know how to even approach that. It don't matter what you learned, how much you read the book. You got to know how they do it around there. And it's only one way to know is when you go over there, get yourself hired and get accustomed to the way they I don't want to say lifestyle, but just the way they function over there. And so in one area, the way that you stand up for yourself might be loud. When another area, it might be you gotta go is behind the scenes. It's an anonymous report. You say something to HR. Maybe you gotta quit and sue. Maybe sometimes, and then it's support, right? So how is we people feeling like they don't want to support you because maybe your communication ain't coming off as good as you needed to. You ain't done nothing to nobody, and they don't have a real specific reason to want to be for or against you, but your communication skills haven't been the greatest. But since that was enhanced, like remember we said a little bit of yeast, got sprinkled on your communication skills and they rose, that impressed people to where they are willing to openly speak up when they feel like something ain't being handled right on your behalf. What that's making you feel integrated, that made you feel welcome, that made you feel accepted all throughout the day when they did that for you. So that's a wonderful thing, Sagittarius. And so what you can do is to keep yourself grounded, because that's a high. It ain't. I'm feeling like it ain't going away. So find a bookstore that's sponsoring a lecture and go. So who is this? Sagittarius. Yeah, you might be more introverted. These messages are for nobody in particular, but somebody specific. And if that is more, if you are more of an introverted person, this might be a little bit extra for you to be getting all this love and making fun people. So a way for you to stay grounded in that is to remain yourself. Don't change yourself. Be yourself. So staying grounded by sticking to what would normally interest you. You ain't got to try to go off and do something big and special right off the bat just because you got this boost of energy from from the people, from the love that you receive from the people around you. Stay yourself and don't change yourself. Be yourself. You can still be you be that enhanced version of yourself. You know what I'm saying? And know how to make a statement without making a sound and be your beautiful. All right, Sagittarius, tell us for you. Okay, we wrapping this thing on up. We are gonna slide by the edibles rack, just because I want to I don't like the idea. I want to give y'all a little something more, just a little something more. So we gonna slide by the edibles rack. I got a few things saved for us, so it shouldn't be nothing to get into one of those. I won't say one or two, because it'd be a few minutes long. It'd be quite, cause it's that's lengthy for me to cover. It takes a few minutes to cover it, because it was not my idea to be over here doing this YouTube thing. But God, He placed this on my heart. He gave me the conviction to speak a certain way. I discovered this when I was in. He. I had to do this. I had to be the one to do it. Why? Why? Because look how I talk. I'm working on softening myself up for it for the right people. You know what I'm saying? But the words just come out. It don't matter how soft I try to be and how gentle. It just sound like I'm insane. I don't even want to come across that stern, but I just can't help it. So God placed that on the inside of me. He gave me the conviction to speak what need to be spoken for Him through me. I don't know where some of this stuff be coming from sometimes. Anyway, let's wrap this thing on up. We've been here longer damn enough. Capricorn, woo. Correspondence with someone who lives far away could appear to lead to something more than friendship, Capricorn. This person seems to be in total accord with you about nearly everything, and warm feelings could flow between you. However, if you haven't met in person, you should, at least before you get your hopes up for a relationship. It may just be what you've wanted, or it may not. Be careful. You don't know what this made me think of? It's a show I watch called Say Yes to the Dress. So the girl had the woman, the lady, she had reconnected. That was black. She had reconnected with the guy from middle school. They had been talking online over the internet, online and stuff. And so they hadn't seen each other since middle school. It'd been 30 years. 30, no, it'd been 20 years. So since they was 13. So he proposed to her. She said, yeah. So they decided they was going to meet up at the dress shop. They was going to meet for the first time in person, for the first time in 20 years in person at the wedding dress shop. So tell me why the man get there and he done been sliced on under his jaw. Half of his face is paralyzed. Half of his face is paralyzed. He can't. He can only. Girl, and the man got a scar. Girl, so everybody was scared that day, but everybody tried to play it cool because he came in. He was respectful. He was a gentleman. But you can see this nigga. You don't get that scar for nothing. You don't end up with this type of scar for nothing. You've been living some kind of life where you probably damn near you had a choice and you chose. Well, we either gonna go run down on you or you gotta let us slice your face up. And we can see that he have lived on the dark side. I'll just put it like that. And it's levels to shit. It's levels to the dark side. It's the street level and then it's the underground level. And it's everything that goes on around it. This motherfucker here look like he been through some shit. And so what they did was I feel like the producers really could have cut this, but the lady flew in. They went through with the appointment. She picked out a dress. And cause why waste the footage? This shit is good. You got to air this shit. And the only way it's worth airing is if we let her try on some dresses and pick one out. So she still went through it trying on the dresses and things. But I think she ended up not picking one, or she ended up it wasn't gonna work out. They probably she decided that this wasn't the best move. And so it was kind of sad because she was excited and she had a couple of friends and family there to support her. They was kind of worried, but they trusted, if I like it, if you like it, I love it type shit. I'ma support you. I'ma stand by your side, right or wrong type shit. Even though I think I told you so. I'm not gonna let your ass go out there by yourself because your crazy ass still going type shit. Whew. It was worse than anybody imagined. We was like, oh my God. This motherfucker got a scar from his ear to his chin. Now what is it that triggered that? It may just be what you wanted or it may not. However, if you haven't met in person, you should at least before you get your hopes up. You see, and that's why. That's why. But Capricorn, whoever you've been having this correspondence with, y'all been having a back and forth, some type of communication with each other. Y'all been vibing. That's what it's giving. Now it's like y'all leading to something more than a friendship. This seem like this. They use the word seem. This, so we don't know what it is. You could be right. You could be wrong. Listen to how you do. You normally get it right? Did it get it wrong sometimes? Does your intuition mislead you? Y'all know these recipes are for nobody in particular, but somebody specific. Now we don't want you making any life decisions based off of this. Even though my word is bond, I want you to treat this like a croissant from the Bamboo Plaza Bakery. Something a little lightweight. You can eat it in the morning. You can take it with you, but nothing heavy on you. Don't want you to make no life decisions based off of this stuff. Now, it seemed like they totally in line with what you got going on. They on the same accord as you with almost everything. And then it's making the feelings is getting warm. They growing, they glowing, they flowing between y'all. Now, don't get too excited just in case it ain't what they saying it is. Be a little cautious as it pertains to that. Like, don't make no big decisions based off they said they gonna do this or they said they gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? And when they let them show and prove this one part, and then okay, that's one brick of trust. Proving something else, okay, that's more bricks of trust. Let those bricks of trust build on up. All right, who do? Okay, we did that. We did that. I think we got some pretty good recipes. I feel like some of them came in. They was a little bland. They was a little bland. Or some of them was a little overcooked. They might have been burnt a little. Might have been a little burnt. So now y'all go back to some of these previous episodes. Them recipes came out good. They're savory, flavorful, perfect ingredients. Only you know how long you need to marinate it and bake it. Only you know if you're gonna deep fry it, boil it, or broil it. But we do have the ingredients here. I can tell you the recipe, but I can't sell you the sauce. You the only one that know how long it needs to marinate. Okay, and so what we gonna do is, y'all see it say edibles right there, because what we getting ready to do right now is slide on over to the edibles rack and exchange information. And so I want this to be, it got to be something more than our horoscopes and our digital fortune cookies, right? Now at least those exchange some information, throw something useful up in there. Mm, let me go see. So let's see what we can talk about today. I have several things set aside for us at the bakery. Now, I thought this was good. I thought this was good. So let's talk about writing things down and how that's helpful. So that's what we're gonna do here at the edibles rack today. We're gonna talk about writing things down and how that's helpful. Now, normally, what you want to write down things to be helpful is what you don't want to forget, right? What you want to remember. Or now let's take that a step further. Ideas that come to you. Things that you might want to put into action in the future. Things that you think of. Write that down so you won't forget. It might seem like something that I'll think about it when I get ready to do it. Then okay, I'm ready to do that, but darn, I forgot what it was. So we write stuff down. We write stuff down to manifest, to bring it to fruition, to make it tangible, to have it there before us. And when you get ready to pray and ask God, when you set that time aside to talk to God and pray, you read what you wrote down on that list. God, I want this, I want this. Be specific so he can give it to you. He probably can give it to you faster if the more specific that you are. But sometimes you got what you wanted, but you lost what you had. You see what I'm saying? You don't get what you want. If you don't be specific enough about it, it might interfere with something that you already got going on. Intercept that. And this ain't the football. You don't want it to all go down like that. I want to give a shout out to my boy, a shout out to my bear, a shout out to my Gumpy and my Little and my Bop and my bear again. Super Bowl coming up. So we're gonna talk about that notebook that you have that we was gonna write down. You writing down your digital fortune cookie that we be reading off, even the ones that might not have necessarily been for your zodiac sign. It's for nobody in particular, but somebody specific. If it speaks to you in that phase, in that moment that you in your life right then, and that part of your journey, write it on down. Write it on down. Write it on down. That's what you're gonna want to do. That's absolutely and definitely what you're gonna want to do. And so, what we have here is just in case, whenever you're feeling unmotivated, these are some things that you can write down to get yourself back motivated. Now, you write down what you want to remember, what you want to go get, what you want to have come to you, what you want to ask for, what you request. But what this part of the writing is going to do is going to cause you to tap into parts of yourself that's in your subconscious that you might not realize is going to accelerate you if you can use it the right way. So you're going to have some velocity behind you. Once you start writing, we're going to give you some. Now, what I have here is some ideas of what you can write. And by you writing this down, it's going to tap into your subconscious. I don't want to make it sound all deep and philosophical because it really ain't. All it is once you writing the stuff down, you thinking about what you writing. And so it's making you think, how can I put it? It's you being intentional about it. You doing it on purpose. Like you existing in the way that you existing. You believe what you believe, and because it's deep inside of you. But once you start writing, what you bringing that to the surface, you physically writing out, bringing out what's inside of you physically, doing that by writing it down. Then you can physically see it before you and tweak the parts that might not be serving you. You feel me? It's so deep off up inside of you. You doing it subconsciously. That's what you believe. Maybe that's how you was raised, and you not seeing how it could be going against what you trying to do now, going against how things work in 2025. You know what I'm saying? And so by you writing down uh what that's deep inside of you, you can have it before you and tweak the parts that ain't. You can see it in front of you and tweak the parts that ain't working for you easier, easierly and stuff. So that's what we gonna do. So what we gonna have is, when you feeling unmotivated, these are some prompts. You know what a prompt is? A prompt is, okay, we giving you this theme, and we want everything you do after this to be based on what this theme is. That's what a prompt is. It'll give you a category or an idea, or a genre, or whatever. That's what the prompt is, okay? And you know, a prompt, and it's telling you, it's prompting you to go ahead and get started. Like a prompt is, okay, this is your encouragement, this is your fire, this is your flame. Now set something on fire. You know what I'm saying? So this is what you're gonna want to do. Now these are your prompts for when you're feeling unmotivated. How you gonna tap into yourself and tweak that part of yourself that's making you feel unmotivated, by writing it down and seeing it in front of you. Okay. Now this is what you're gonna want to write about. This is what it's about. It's about what? How many on here? It's about 20 different ideas on here for how you can figure out what's going on. That's making you feel unmotivated. So one thing making me feel unmotivated. Okay, right about that. Two, something that motivates me. Okay. Three, three tasks I can accomplish today to start building momentum. Four, one long-term goal and why it is important to me. Five, define success in one short sentence. Six, one thing that inspires me. Seven, activities that make me lose track of time because I enjoy them. Eight, three things I'm grateful for today. Nine, identify one thing that is holding me back. 10, one way life would change if I overcome this lack of motivation. 11, five things I've accomplished this month, no matter how small. 12, one self love activity that energizes me. 13, list three of my strengths. 14, one thing I hope to achieve in the next year. 15, one place I feel inspired. 16, someone who inspires me and motivates me. Three, what? 17, three positive things that happened today. 18, one thing that excites me when I think about it. 19, one skill I like to develop more. 20, a time I helped someone and how I felt. So that right there is a list of what you should write about when you feeling unmotivated. When you procrastinating, see what I learned about procrastination is is different forms of it. One form of procrastination is for you to do something else that's productive, for you to do something else that you need to do, but you still avoiding what what need to be done. You still could be using that. You may even not necessarily be avoiding it, but you can be using that time to be doing something that's actually very important, and you doing something that's barely important. And so it's not, you don't feel like you procrastinating because that important, even though it's barely important, it's important. As far as timelines, there's other things that's more important than that you procrastinating about. That's not good. That's not good. So you ain't supposed to do that. You're gonna want to not do that. And so now this should help. You go back through this list and you write these things down, because I too much wasn't interested in knowing what doing that writing down with a journaling and I won't tell and all that. But I feel like that is this right here something when you need to be. I feel like being motivated is important. All that writing about my emotions and focusing on my emotions and shit, that's the fuck I'm not finna do. But if it's to avoid procrastination and make sure I have some motivation, oh yeah, we can talk about journaling if it's about that. So I feel like those are some really good topics for you to tap into different angles of motivation, different aspects of motivation as well. Because there's always your why. Your why is going to make you want to get up. That's your motivation. Am I in competition with somebody? Keep it real. That if you secretly in competition with somebody and that's making your life more, making you make progress in your life, I don't see nothing the fuck wrong with that. Now, if any jealousy or envy starts to rear its ugly head and rise to the surface, that's a whole nother issue. But if you ain't stepping on people to get to where you're trying to get to, that's something else too. But what other aspects of motivation? Oh, because you trying to prove something to this person or that person, yourself. You try to be inspired, or because somebody inspired you, and you want to, you can do that too. Why not? Your kids is dependent on you. Your family is dependent on you. Or this change won't come if you're not the one to do it. It's a bigger purpose. You're trying to change the world. You don't. What people do, they change the world. Or do you change one person's world at a time? We don't know. Whatever it's different things that motivate you. You might even realize that you being motivated by some bullshit. This ain't even something that you got a passion for. This is something that somebody else gave you the idea that you should do and pursue this. The more you look into it. Now, what I would say about that is, finish what you started if you so far along, but also replace it with something else. Don't leave a void. If you figure out what you want to replace it with first. Don't rush and do things in a timely manner. Get it started. Once it comes to you, go ahead and start laying the groundwork for it immediately. But that doesn't mean don't finish what you already started. You know what I'm saying? But oh yeah. All right, those are edibles right for today. I'm glad you all joined me for the Urban Horoscope Experience channel. We're gonna grow this channel. We're gonna be out here doing a damn thing. I'm gonna blow up. I'm about to blow up. About to blow up. I want to do a tour of Bamboo Plaza again and make it cute. We got some other stuff I want to get to. I want to have the time. Like I just want to make sure it gets done. I want it to get done. So, and I want it to really be a daytime thing, but sometimes we could do some evening time. We could get back to doing some evening time stuff. Um, and I'll just sit in the car, do the evening time stuff. And yeah, thank you all for joining me. Don't forget there's always a to-do list, but there's the to-be list that you want to consider as well. What do you want to be today? Do you want to be motivated? Do you want to be productive? Do you want to be making progress? Do you want to be dodging excuses? Do you do that stuff intentionally? Do you want to be organized? Do you want to be punctual, which means being on time? Do you want to be yeah, all that. Be intentional about it. Like, okay, I'm gonna make sure this happens. I'm not just gonna see what happened and go. I'm gonna set aside the time to make sure that it happens like this. And you always got no one to say, I can't take that ride. Anyway, we gonna come back. It's early. Probably get some more content out. Probably try to do a couple more videos. I got to be at work early tomorrow, so I'm not gonna be. Oh wait, yeah, no, cause yeah, I'm not gonna be able to do a video before I go to work, and then probably, but we can probably get some do a brief broadcast after my shift. I'm pretty sure we can do that. I don't see why not. And so boom, we have a episode up tomorrow, and then but I'm gonna slide on some. I'm gonna do a few more episodes today. Now we didn't finish out. We did the first 6 zodiac signs for our yearly horoscope. We didn't do the last 6. Gotta get to those. Maybe we can do a couple of those today. Them ain't this long. This long ass video. Them ain't this long. So maybe we could do a couple of those today. Let's see, we're finna go eat right now. So shout me a holler in my Cash App. Leave me a note. And I'll be back. Until again we meet. Keep it sweet.